Hey, y'all. Happy New Year. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Meet the Godfreys in 2023. We're excited to be here. So we're gonna give y'all a minute to come on in. Y'all know how we do this. The topic is already posted. The topic today is emotions in a relationship. We're gonna talk some real stuff today. Hey Garice, hey sister. Um, we want to talk about those things that are in a relationship that matter, right? And how we grow and how we thrive and remain together but better. Remain together but better, right? So we're gonna talk about a few things here. Emotions in a relationship. Y'all come on in. How y'all New Year being? How are you guys? Tell us some good stuff. Just come on in and blessings, family. Yes, come in and greet the room. How y'all doing? Let us know you in with us. Let us know you talk to us. And we're gonna talk about emotions in the relationships. How emotions affect the relationship, right? And emotions are very important. I believe emotions matter. However, I believe that it's about how you channel the emotions that's most important.
Right.
Yeah. So what's your thought? What's your thought on the topic from a male's perspective? Because us women, we're known to have emotion. I'm not saying that you guys don't, right? But it's what we're known for. Like in society's like, oh, the woman is the emotional being, and a lot of times I feel like men get looked over for having emotions. But I believe that you guys have emotions that are also very important and relevant. So.
Women more emotional anyway, so they tend to like talk. I want to say it comes out probably more verbally than for men. I think it comes out more physically, more like we show our emotion more than we may talk about it. So we probably expect you to pick it up like, damn, like I'm going through something. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little emotional. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Just like have to say it, but you know what I'm saying?
That.
Maybe you can pick it up. You know what I mean? We try to like that's our kind of like way of showing our emotion because we don't want to just necessarily just say, hey, I'm woo woo or start crying or you know what I mean. We kind of hold it in, it builds up, but then again we kind of show we show it. You would know something's wrong or something's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I know that for me, like that's my emotional state of how you know what I mean I deal with it. You know what I mean? Or more say like how to get my emotions across. Um, Not saying that's the right way. You know what I mean? It could be worked on.
I
I
like
probably should
that.
start talking more about it. You know what I mean? Speaking more about it, or you know, um, being a little more verbally about with my emotions. But I'm just speaking of as far as a man in a man's perspective on my end. That's how like our emotions show more than say. I know
I
for
like
women, like
that.
y'all tell us, y'all gonna, you know what I mean?
So I have a question, and while we're talking about this, and welcome into the room, everybody that just joined.
What's
We're
up? What's
talking
up?
about relationships. I mean, emotions in a relationship. And but while y'all coming in, y'all like this, love this, share this, but most of
Yep.
all, invite people to this, whoever, tag some people that you know. Garice, if you can, tag Brianna and everybody, all our sisters, everybody, tag everybody that you could think of, invite them into the room. Um, uh, Nina Tradana, if any of my other sisters are on here, Nina Tradana, I know Karshina's not on here. Kelly, Brianna, if she was on here normally, she greets the room. But whoever's on here, welcome to the room. Greetings to you. But we're talking about emotions in a relationship, and that was a really good perspective that you just gave because that sheds light. Because so this is my question: what does a woman do? Because I do see that in men, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do see the emotions coming out in a more how did you describe it? That was perfect. The action way, like a
Showing our emotions is
showing
probably
your
shown.
emotions in a. But what do we do? Okay, what if we don't get the hint? like, why is it that guys sometimes don't elaborate on the emotion? Like, to why it's like a guessing game, so to speak, or you know what I mean? Like, does it is it because it makes what is it before I give what I
It may be the change of one's actions. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, it's a change, and the person like they may tend to maybe not do something that they used to do, or they may tend to do something that they didn't used to do. So it's a change in the action. So it's like that's the way we show our emotions. Like we go through and we going through something like that. We may start. You may start. I mean, it ain't good, but you may start drinking a lot. You know what I mean? Like that. You used to drink like that, or you know what I mean? Why you drinking so much now? You know what I mean? And it's like well, it becomes some kind of habit sometimes forms. You know what I'm saying? It may form some type of habit, and that's like a
unhealthy.
yeah, it could be unhealthy. Sometimes it could be good. Sometimes it could be a good habit. It all depends on how you deal with your emotions. How you know, what I mean, some people deal with their emotions in a positive way. Some people deal with it in a negative way. You know what I'm saying? It's all according to the person that's going through the emotions. You know what I'm saying? And how they react. You know what I'm saying, to what they're dealing with on the inside. How does it come out on the outside? You know what I'm saying? And like I say, for women, I know for like y'all is more verbally.
Because we want to talk about it so
Y'all
we
may
can
act
be
different, but for the most
clear.
part, y'all try to keep the same, you know what I mean, composure, who y'all are. But but y'all gonna speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna speak on it. Y'all gonna bring it to up in the conversation, and we just gonna kind of like you're gonna see if I got it. You're gonna know
Hey,
if I have an
TT.
attitude or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna know if I have an attitude. You're gonna know if I'm angry. I don't have to say it. I don't
But
have
why
to just be
not
like,
voice
bam,
it?
woo woo. I'm angry. I'm upset. Like every now and again, we may say it like that, but it's like you gonna see it. We kind of like it's more of a we more physical. We more, you know what I'm saying? Y'all more
That's
verbal and
definitely
mentally.
true.
You know what
That
I'm saying?
is
We
definitely
we
true.
more hands on. We more. It's in the now. It's in the knowing. It's in the it's the reality. You know what I'm
So
saying? And so
how do the two meet to become one? Because here in Meet the Godfreys, we're all about helping. We're all about you know what I'm saying, faith, family, and love. Faith,
mm-hmm,
family, and love. To do the things that help us thrive, to become better, to help bring families closer, fill in the gaps with love, right?
mm-hmm,
So when we're talking about that, and we're talking about the topic of emotions, and now we see there's like a disconnect.
mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? Like, because whereas the woman's gonna come and I'm gonna tell you how I feel, right? And you're going to show me how you feel,
mm-hmm,
right? So I'm looking, so it's like that love language, right?
mm-hmm,
That love language. I
mm-hmm,
want you to tell me now.
mm-hmm. What
I
it is
want
I'm
you to
feeling.
tell me and show me.
Right.
Not so much. I want you to show me the good things, but I want you to also tell me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want you to tell me why you're feeling this way and how can I help?
Right.
How can I help? How can I help you not feel this way? Or how can we meet the needs so that way you don't go into the drinking
Mm-hmm.
and don't go into finding a way to let this out?
Oh, we ain't speaking on us. We hypothetically speaking. This is this is general
No,
conversation.
yes,
We ain't just
definitely.
nah.
Yes, no, this is it. But it's something
But
that we have dealt with
yeah,
within our relationship and within our marriage as far as, but we really, communication has been, thank you God, something that's been great, something that we've been able to do. But I'm asking a question because like Auntie said, men need to communicate more, right?
we most definitely do.
So,
Well, on a verbal level. Well,
hey
I feel like
Taisha.
expressing it more so, being able to talk about it, being able to have a conversation,
Right.
um, than just acting on it. You know what I mean? Versus just like, oh, I'm gonna show you. You know what I'm saying? Versus like more than I can tell you. Instead of we could just have a conversation with you hot.
Cause you wanna act, yeah, you make me hot, baby.
Oh man, don't turn me on.
I need a fan.
You need to
But
take
no,
that sweat off.
but no, like, okay, so that's good though, because you said act on it versus saying it, because the things that we would rather you act on is not so much all the time your emotions, but to communicate your emotions and act on other things. Act on the affection part. So how do we bridge that gap, like in the male female type of, you know what I'm saying, setting? How do we do that? Yes, right. They're absolutely
Most
related.
definitely.
Hey, cousin.
What's
Yes,
going on?
like how do we so we could feel that disconnect. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? What is your advice, like, of getting a man, because you're a very great man. You're a strong man. So what
Thank
is
you.
the how do we get that out of you guys? How do we turn that? Because first I feel, well, I'm not gonna say how I feel. You tell me.
Well, which is with men for the most part hold their emotions in. Like I said, we show them. We may not speak on it, but we expect y'all to kind of pick up on it. So
And when we
Yeah.
miss it, y'all get mad again.
yeah, that's because it's like you should already know me. You should know, like, I don't even normally do this, or I don't even, you know what I mean. So it's like one of those things. It's an ego thing. It's like a, you know what I mean. It's a dominant. It's one of those things. Like I shouldn't have to say it. You should already. You see what I'm saying? But that can definitely not be healthy in a relationship. So my advice would be just to do what you don't do. Speak upon it.
So get a little uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, so it's gonna be uncomfortable because you may feel like I shouldn't have to say that. She should already know. You know what I'm saying? If I you know what I'm saying? But then again, it's like maybe her mind is not at that peak of thinking about that thing that you feel is so.
Or maybe that dominance is showing and she's scared. Like maybe that dominance is showing. It's like, maybe I don't think you had that emotion because you show me so much dominance.
Yeah, sometimes
I don't
it's like
think
that
the
too.
emotion is there.
Sometimes it's like that too.
Yeah.
And then it all depends on like how the communication is as far as like because sometimes men can be verbally abused. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
sometimes they go through that too
agree.
as well. You know what I mean?
I
So
agree.
like if you don't have a woman that knows when to be submissive, or know when to stand her ground, or know when to, you know what I mean, speak her piece or speak her mind, or know when's the right time to become
Assertive versus,
yeah,
you know what I'm
aggressive
saying?
or so. And
Yeah.
so like a man may shy away from speaking, or if not, they may speak about it, but the woman may ignore it because it's like you just said, I look at you like, why, you know what I mean? Stop being a PUSSY. Like, stop being a, you know what I'm
You
saying?
better not tell me that.
Stop being a, no, not me telling you. It's like you telling me, like, it's like I'm supposed
I
to
don't
be strong. And,
know.
no, I'm telling you.
I mean,
as
I get what you
example.
said. No.
In
I know
general,
what you said. I
because
know what you said.
some relationships like that, like
Yeah, absolutely.
everybody ain't got them a Mimi. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody ain't got them a cutter.
So you know what I mean.
But we go
some
let
women,
them get
some
women.
women,
They got them with somebody.
yeah,
Yeah.
some women wear the pants.
Yeah,
Some
and some
women wear
men
the
like the
pants.
women to wear the
Some
pants,
of them
and that's
do.
okay.
It all depends on what.
However, they still need to know how to play their role, because we talking about both of them here.
I don't agree with the man letting the woman wear the pants, but to each his own. If it worked for you, God damn it. If you like it, I love it. Dang it. Damn gammit. However you say it.
Dang gummit.
Dang gammit.
Oh my goodness. So,
however you said, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
But all in all, it's like we want to. We macho. So first and foremost, what do I look like, baby? I feel like you're taking control, and you're I'm so vulnerable, and what are we doing?
But you could do it in your same macho way and just take a little tweaking.
Right, it do.
We're not emotional creatures. Men going to be men.
Yeah.
When you fully know your partner, you already know what to expect. Let men lead more women. Let men lead more. Yeah. Women need to follow more. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm at the age now, whatever you say, it's okay. Absolutely, yeah. Right? Because everything has its a battle. Like how they say when we're coming up, pick your battle. Choose your battle, most right? Definitely. So if you're picking and choosing your battles, I know that every time is not a fight, right? And I believe, and you correct me if I'm wrong, just like women, men want a safe place too.
Yeah.
And definitely. If it doesn't feel safe for me to even be able to
even open up to you and come to you with what I'm
I
going
believe
through
that.
my emotional side. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like our emotions.
Women need to let the man lead.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
most
Women need
definitely,
to let
most
the man
definitely,
in
most
many
definitely. That's
situations. Women are
definitely
trying
the
to
case, and that's
overlead the
why.
women. Yes, in
Yeah,
many situations, women are trying to overlead the men. Yes,
yeah,
all of that. That's good stuff. Hey, cousin.
yeah.
Hey,
What up, y'all?
hey.
What's going on? Happy
Yes.
New Year to y'all
Happy
too.
New Year, everybody. But that's so true.
It,
So how do we get back to the woman embracing the femininity? You know, and anemone. I feel like that movie. and Finding Nemo and anemone. But no, seriously, like, and I believe that honestly, this is my opinion from being a woman that has been in a situation where now I didn't want to wear the pants, you know what I'm saying? But being honest, you know what I'm saying? I had to do it to be able to protect myself and what I had going on. And then I knew how to, when I met you, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Lord, to be able to play my role. You know what I'm saying? Because I never wanted to be that woman. But I believe that also is about that safe place.
Yeah, most
that
definitely.
safe place because if I feel safe with you,
that.
Correct. Yes.
Man, and that's where it comes into where I say, like, man can't be. You can't. You actually gotta.
Trust and allow
first
the
and
man.
foremost,
Yes.
What's she
Cousin
say?
said it. She has to be able to trust and allow the man to lead.
Yeah,
But
and the man has to show that he can lead. The man has to be the man first and foremost, and that comes back to, as a man, like, first we don't know everything. We don't know. We're not perfect,
and we all make mistakes.
We all make mistakes, but
yeah.
It's just me as a man. I'm gonna try to make the best decision for the all of us.
Right.
For
absolutely.
The whole, you know what I'm saying? I'm the locomotive. I'm leading the rest of the carts. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to follow my lead. So I have to set an example. I have to do things that make y'all even want to even be a part of, keep going or following what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Or what I set forth. So,
absolutely.
So,
because otherwise you just taking a walk.
Yeah, basically.
By yourself. Because ain't nobody following you.
Yeah, for sure. But like you have to basically be that example that you you know what I mean, that you want them to pretty much, I don't want to say be like, but supersede like what you've already done. You know what I'm saying? You setting the foundation so that you
correct.
Y'all build from here. I already got this going. All y'all gotta do is, man, we got the first, the second, and the third floor going. All we need y'all to do is keep going. We finna build a tower now. We already built an apartment. Right. You know what I'm saying? We got a 3-flat. We trying to build a, you know what I'm saying? A multi-unit. Yes, exactly. Period. And then from there, from y'all, when we get there, we gonna, the matriarch, patriarch, now we got grandkid, great grandkid. We it's going like that to us. So now we got a tower. We got, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about that man being able to lead first and foremost.
Absolutely.
And then I'm gonna say this. As a woman, I don't know what some women like you say, they like to, I don't know what it is. They figured out they just what they want to do. They want to wear the pants, and the man, you know what I'm saying? That's it's crazy, but like they have to, if you see that you got a man that that ain't like, I guess not, your man is not like that, but somebody maybe that you noticed you maybe have been growing a liking into, but you noticing like this man is, he don't look like, you know what I mean? He's still a little boy, so to speak, but he still has, like, we all have
tendencies.
Yeah, it's like they don't want to be the man that the woman needs. Then you need to just stop. That's leave him, find you a man or something. Or, you know what I mean? Because it's hard to mold. Sometimes you sit there and take so many years trying to mold that
come on,
young man to be a grown man.
Come on with it. Come on with it.
You waste your time and your life. Man, you losing brain cells trying to get this person to gain the cells that you for them to be the man, and so you wind up being so dominant.
Losing yourself. Yeah, you losing yourself.
You don't even really know how.
You done built yourself into a man.
Man, you done built yourself a man.
You done built yourself into a man trying to build a man.
Yeah, so so if you it's one of them things where, like, I know, you may, you get used to probably, like, I don't want to say bossing them around, so to speak, but like maybe talking to them a little side after side, but you really don't like or want to have to do that. You don't want to.
Because a woman's natural role.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know, it's one of them things where it's like, man, if he ain't gonna step into that
let him be and let
yeah,
him get to
let
it
him
when
figure it out.
yeah, he
You know what I'm
gotta
saying?
he
Then
gotta go through his process.
maybe y'all do you do need to let him figure it out, and that don't mean that y'all gotta go separate ways and y'all gotta whatever. But it takes time for him to see that, hey, look, you tweaking. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even with women, same
scenario. It ain't going one way or the other.
It's vice versa.
Period.
Both it works both ways. So it's one of those things where, like,
I like
the
that.
person has to basically figure out
you have to be willing and wanting to play this role. You want to be a man, you want to lead, be that man and lead. Don't just try to show out when it's I got to show that I'm the man in this situation. Be for real with what you want to do. Be for real with what you want to do. You want to be a man, be a man consistently.
And you know, don't just talk the talk, walk the walk. You have to be about it. You have to provide that. Key. The 5 P's, you know what I'm saying? Plus the other P's with the protection and all that.
Oh, I like Auntie. Okay, so wait. So cousin said the woman has to be able to be comfortable. Yeah, the man has to show it in the beginning and follow through for her to be able to follow. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Sure. And she's Auntie say, if your man not leading you wrong, women need to relax more. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Relationships are just having an understanding. Correct.
That's definitely it.
Having, period.
Having an understanding with each other. And that's definitely what it is. Because most of the time it's just, it's one of them things
I'm going to fill you in, Nicole. I'm going to fill you in.
The man, I'm going to say this. If you show and prove. So if I have been leading and doing things to set up to where
I feel safe enough to be a woman
so now
play
look,
my role.
And this is like at the beginning, like she said, at the beginning, starting, I've been showing you, hey, look, you see what we've been doing, and you know, for me doing what I've had to do for us to get where we at.
Correct.
I'm gonna continue doing what I need to do for us to get to the next step and then keep going.
Correct.
So trust me, follow me. I got you. I'm not gonna lead you. You know what I mean? Don't start because within that, I know, like for me, I'm gonna give you so much of leeway in the same sense because I want you got to have power. You got power as well.
Absolutely.
I have, you know, I'm the overseer, but at the same sense, I want you to be able to make the decisions that I want you to be made
as the woman playing my role.
I'm the president, you the vice president.
Exactly. You know absolutely.
I'm the king,
Michael Jackson, you Tito. No,
you know what I'm saying? No. So you have to, and the man needs to understand that in a sense. Because,
absolutely.
Like, you know,
and not belittle her.
Yeah, exactly.
Being that,
you have to know, hey, look, this is my queen. Whatever she says goes, but I make the over, you know what I'm saying? I'm the one making the decision to give you that power to get a decision.
Correct.
You know what's going on. So when I say, hey, man, look, what she said, go. If I didn't say that, then you come talk to me.
Correct.
If I didn't say, hey, look, I didn't just gave you the green light.
Yes.
It's come holler at Daddy, Big Daddy. I'm Daddy.
Yeah, because
you know, if you got, you know,
and
but
that's what helps it flow. And that's
mommy got to be mommy, and you know what I'm saying. Daddy had to be daddy, basically.
But it has to be a safety that is secure first. So Nicole, let me. The topic is emotions in a relationship, and we started off talking about how tell your part from the male's perspective.
The emotions.
Right. The emotions in a relationship and how
can we come to a happy medium?
Coexisting in a relationship. Why things are the way they are. Meaning that men are like the how the men express emotion versus how women express emotion. Yeah. And being able to come to a healthy median to be able to effectively flow and have a conducive relationship that builds empire. But it has to have a stable foundation. Mm-hmm. And all that starts with basically through the discussion that we just had with building a solid foundation starts with trust. Mm-hmm. Having trust. We got to have trust within the foundation. You got to trust me. I got to trust you. Mm-hmm. Meaning that I have to feel safe enough to know that my emotions matter.
Yeah, exactly.
My emotions matter. Yeah. And you're not making me feel like what I feel doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. And I believe that's what leads into a lot of women going into that macho aside. One of the things is her trying to build a man to the point where she builds herself into a man. And then when she gets with a real man, not knowing how to let that man be a man. Mm-hmm. However, Another part of that another part of that situation, as far as from a woman's perspective, is feeling like we talked about, feeling safe. You gotta feel safe. You have to let me know that my feelings matter, and all that is how you respond to my emotions. How you respond to my emotions matter, because if I'm spilling out my heart to you and you acting like I'm tripping or saying you tripping, oh man, that ain't nothing, then I don't feel safe, because this is enough for me to feel the way I feel. So I needed to at least be something to you to help me understand, because obviously it's something, that the reason why I'm bringing it to you. It's something. So help me feel safe in the fact that I brought it to you, and help me work. Let's work through them together. And then if that makes you feel some type of way, let's talk about that too. Let's talk about that, so therefore we can grow. You know what I'm saying? Not let's talk to bump heads, you know. And another thing is, what is it? Listening to understand, and not listening to just respond.
Yeah.
You have to. That's real big in our household. That's real big in our family. We teach that to our kids. You know, you have to listen to understand, not listen just to respond. Happy New Year. Hey, Cat. Hey, brother. So, you have to listen to
Happy New Year, man.
understand. Happy New Year, y'all. You gotta listen to understand, and not listening to respond. Even if it's in a heated moment, even if it got you like, because ladies, I know how it could be. Like, we be ready, but we do have to listen. You know, and we had our moments. And what you tell me, baby, you're not listening. But we have to be able to listen to both ways, because just like we want that safe place to unveil to them. You know what I'm saying? It's just like getting naked. That intimacy in a relationship. Shut up.
But
no, shut up. But no, seriously, that intimacy in a relationship, that being able to unveil and show you my feelings. I'm showing you a different side of me.
Right.
I'm showing you the intimate side of me. So the last thing that you should do when I'm doing that, because I'm, number one, I'm being vulnerable. And you know, the word even says, as a man, not to make her feel less because she is the you know what I'm saying, the weaker version or whatever. You know how the scripture goes. But be in doing that, you do it the way you just talked about. Exactly the way you just talked about. Making sure that I have a safe place to share my emotions with you.
Right.
And not dumbing them down.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's something that we went through.
And like I say, it's in a one-way street. In return, y'all got to do the same thing, because that's what makes us not feel comfortable with being able to be emotional verbally. So we gonna act out.
Yeah.
We gonna act out because you're not listening. You're not listening with me when I tell you how I'm feeling and what's going on with me, what's in my head. Because I can only, you know, we're not gonna. It's our delivery is everything. So it's hard for us to deliver in a way, in the same manner as women. We're gonna deliver it a little stern, a little firm. It may sound a little like we coming at you. It may sound like a little, but it was just passionate. We passionate about how we feel about it. So we trying to get it across in that way. And then when it's like, it may not even, you may not even respond like at that moment when we trying to give you, you know, verbally tell you, hey, you may not respond what we looking for. So now it's like I'm acting out. I'm acting and showing you, you know, what it is that I'm feeling, what it is that I'm dealing with. This is my response, because
I've gotten to this point.
Yeah, like it's like, dang, I've been telling you this, so now, like, you know what I'm saying, this is why I'm acting like this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You want to know why? This is why. Because I've been saying, you know what I mean? And so that's kind of like the thing that separates it, because now we acting on it. Y'all gonna talk about it. Now y'all may act on it. Don't get me wrong, but for the most part, y'all, and that's where it comes with. It's like a nagging thing, because it's like, oh, here you go, you doing it, you talking about, you know what I'm saying? But it's we have to come to an understanding, because if that's something that's bothering you, I need to understand that that's bothering you. How can I fix? You know what I mean? That's emotional.
Show me
that's
that
emotion.
It matters.
Yes.
Show me that what I feel matters.
It's the same way
and
here.
Show me how now, I can do that.
Yeah.
For you.
So now when you see it's a little change in maybe the tone or the way I'm carrying with like a little bit of something, you come to, you know, to grasp like, hey, look, I see that, or what's on, what's been going on. Like, is everything, you know what I'm saying, to where we can actually come to you and say, you know what, this is, you know what I'm saying, in the motion of listening to understand, like we said,
Yeah.
versus having a response for that, like saying like, well, this is why, you know what I mean, or this is what, no, it's just like, okay, this is what I'm dealing with, this is what going through my head, and this is why I feel like this. You know what I'm saying? And I
being
just want you to
attentive.
understand that. And moving forward, I want us to figure out how we can, because it's in my head, and but what can we do to help me get this? Because it's something that either you're doing or we're not doing together that's having me feeling like this.
That's
not
having this
not just
disruption.
something within myself, but something that's within this relationship that's got me feeling like this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not. Because if I wasn't in a relationship, I wouldn't even feel like this. Because I
Right.
wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be dealing with nothing else to feel what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like I'm feeling, so I need to figure out how we can
Get
get past
to a
it.
common
Yeah,
ground.
yes.
Get to a common ground. And what about when you feel like you have been saying this? So this is a lot about emotions within a relationship. And Maria says we all shut down when we are not understood. And
Yeah.
I believe that is true. However, I don't believe that it is always healthy, because when we shut down, what happens is especially when we're still in the relationship and we're still and we still desire this, and when you shut down, it's like almost sweeping it under the rug,
Yeah, most
right?
definitely.
So therefore, that whatever that is going on, it's not being addressed and it's not being healed, and it's like it's almost like having a wound but not really treating it. It's just you just covering
It's
it
just-
up,
yeah,
and it's just
it's
still
healing
getting
how it is,
bad,
and
and
so now
it's not even really healing.
No, I
'cause
ain't gonna say it's
when it
healing.
come back
It's
up
trying.
again,
It's trying to heal, but it's getting all type of bacteria and all
it's
type
all
of infections and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's never
'cause it's
really
not healing
It's
properly.
not healing properly. You're not
Correct.
taking care of it like you're
Correct.
supposed to. So yeah,
Hey.
that's definitely what happens, and it turns
Yes.
into an awful. Either you gotta amputate it, cut it off,
Yeah.
amputate,
And
or you gotta do something to remove that wound.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that
saying?
infected
Yeah,
part. You
infected
gotta
part.
remove that infected
And
part.
so that's just like you say within the relationship. You have to understand what it is and know how to move accordingly. Whether y'all have to cut it off, cut it out, you know what I'm saying? Cut it, you know what I mean? Just like this is what it is, or you have to remove the problem that persists, that exists within the relationship, and get it up out of there.
So what about? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No.
So my question is, what about when you've been in a relationship for a while and you've been together for a while, and it is that topic that you may have addressed, but you don't see that being resolved. It's being addressed, or it's being resolved.
Handled.
What are other things that the man can do versus you know what I'm saying, just getting up and leaving it, or I speak from the women's perspective, and just getting up and running from it or whatever. What are some things that men can do to still get the resolution, or you know what I'm saying, seek a resolution? Because getting up and leaving, I have seen some really great situations, right? Really great relationships. Let's just say how it is. I've seen some really great relationships just go straight to the pits because there was no, or like I tried. But most of the time it's just both people talking and nobody really listening to understand.
Yeah.
So what's your take on that? And then I give.
For the most part, it becomes, now when it's like that, it's a thing to where it becomes an individual type situation to where
And y'all can give questions too if y'all have questions, please.
I feel like you have to be one with yourself first and foremost.
Absolutely.
This is for people that like just like they still hurt, they still, it's like things that they be like, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't, you know what I mean? It's a lot of things you have to compromise. You have to make compromisations, if that's a word. I just made it up. But
compromise.
You have to come to a happy medium. Like it's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, because it can't be one-sided.
But a balanced compromise.
It's all
not
balanced.
Compromise.
It's not meaning like, none of that. It's not none of that.
For the effective
It's
of flowing.
in order for this to work properly, and for us to succeed, you have to understand where I'm coming from,
And I have, yeah,
and
absolutely.
vice versa.
Vice versa,
And
absolutely.
and unless we
But if
are
I don't,
listen, if we and if yeah, and if
then
we
how
don't,
do we get there?
if we don't, it just may not be that like that. That may not be the type of situation that you want to continue to keep going through. Like I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like no, for real. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if y'all like it's because it only take you don't want to live your life miserable first and foremost.
Correct.
I'm just gonna keep it 1,000. Like if it's something that's like, oh, yeah, I like that, but it's like and it's always like to where
We
you
gonna
just
answer your
can't
question, Kay.
you can't even function your normal who you are without having it's a problem in y'all scenario. It's just it's better to leave and let be than to try to force something. Don't force nothing. Don't if it just I'm just being 1,000. Like it's some things out here that just like you just doing it just cause and whatever. But if it's not gonna work, don't make yourself miserable. Do not live your life being miserable. Then you only got one. You only got one.
Correct.
So if it don't work, don't force it to work. Fine, you gonna figure. I don't gonna say fine. It's gonna what's God's will is gonna work the way it needs to work.
Always.
So if it's in God's will, then it will work. If it's not, it won't work. And don't force it because now you forcing something that God's telling you that this is not what you need to be dealing with.
Yeah.
So you trying to like I just know, and that person don't feel this. They don't feel like you feel.
Okay, I like
you know
that.
What I'm saying?
I do.
It's almost like one of them things where it's like like it's fire over there, but you're gonna go walking over there anyway. And you're gonna go get burned.
But this is the thing.
So why would you keep doing it?
Listen, because I have felt I don't want to mislead the people, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
And I definitely want to. Okay, so let me say this, and I'm going to speak from.
Yes, what's meant to be will be.
Right,
yes,
absolutely.
Most
and we got to go back to. We're gonna start with Maria, and we're gonna go back to Shalonda. But wait for you read those. So let me say this. I will say this, and I learned this because I used to watch a lot of reality TV back in the day. Oh my goodness, I don't even know when the last time I watched reality TV, but I did. Man. I used to love me some Jim Jones back when Jim Jones.
That's fantasy TV.
But that's okay. You take the best and leave the rest, right? So one thing that I did learn and from Waka and what's her name? All these kisses? What's her name? Y'all know her name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. When they were going through their situation, and then it was a situation where it was a trust issue at hand, and the counselor or the therapist or whatever, I started to follow follow them and just read and kind of do my research and stuff like that. And he was a marriage counselor, and he said this. He said for marriages or relationship, when you enter the situation, number one, when you're in a safe zone and this person and you have that established foundation, you don't enter that relationship like, what can I get out of this? Right. What I'm finna get out of this? Right. If you enter that relationship like, I'm going to love him and I'm going to love him and whatever I can do to please you. What can I do to please you? But not disregarding yourself. You know what I'm saying? But knowing because I love you, I want to please you. You know what I'm saying? And then the same thing, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? You love her. You want to please her. So your focus is this person and this focus is this person. It kind of flows and work together because both of y'all needs are being met. So you like loving on each other in a miss-like way.
I give you what you need, you give me what I need.
Exactly. And we're meeting that because I'm going to take care of me and I'm never going to be selfish and I want you to take care of you too. So we're doing that, but at the same time loving each other in a manner that we're taking care of those intimate needs that need to be met. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
so I know you know, baby, but I'm just saying, like, oh my God. Okay, so let's go to the question.
Big as hell,
okay, so be quiet. Okay, so both men and women don't want to back down when they feel strongly about something. It has to get to the point that we love this person so much that we have to emotionally, spiritually, and mentally wear the shoes to get an understanding of your partner, what your partner feels. And
Who said that?
sometimes Maria says that.
Okay.
And sometimes it's unfortunate that way, right? Because we have as a society, I believe this. Society and being hard headed and being hurt and not hurting in order to heal, but taking that hurt and bleeding all over the place has taught us that we have to learn the hard way. When you really don't. When you can still feel passionately about it and say, hey, okay, this, and still come to a help. Because and I'm just speaking from my truth, because I have felt very passionately about some things. And I said, okay, and I came to you, and you know that. You know
what I do? What I did? I shot him down or something?
No. I mean, there have been times where you didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then after a while, when I'm like, okay, and you're like, what's wrong? Because you pick up that flow. You know what I'm saying? Like something's wrong. Well, I didn't feel that but it has to be a silence. Mm-hmm. When I shut up and got silent,
I noticed
you knew something was wrong.
And that's what it's like. See, that's why I said, y'all, that's what makes it that thing to where you showed it by action. Then you didn't verbally say nothing. You didn't have to say nothing, because normally you verbally say everything. So when you don't verbally say something, it's your whole demeanor change. Your actions show. That's something that, you know what I'm saying, normal, like normally guys do. We about action. So when I seen that, it's like, oh shit, what's going on with you? Because I'm a man and you're a woman. So I know what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? I understand that. So like, no, go ahead, baby.
But no, then you were ready to hear me.
Yeah.
Then you were ready. I'm
ready to listen and step, like what we need to do.
How do we get past that? So it was like that grabbing your attention in a different way. You get what I'm saying? Changing up that language. That's what I was speaking about on that previous topic. Being able to change that language to grab the attention to the point where you want to listen. Yeah. Because when you're so up about it and passionate about it, you really not listening to understand. This is how I feel. This is how you gonna take what I feel and did it because you passionate about it. Yeah. But when you change up the language away and understand that there's balance and boundaries in every situation, you start to slay in a whole nother different way.
Know that.
You start to slay in a whole nother. That's
Reverend Muriel.
Shut up. Stop talking.
Reverend Brown.
I'm just saying. Oh my God. Okay. We're not listening.
Hey, y'all, like, subscribe, man, to our YouTube channel, Meet the Godfreys, man. Don't just come in here and be watching us, being nosy, man. If y'all gonna mess with us, mess with us. Nah, we love them. Yeah, we love everybody. But if they love us, y'all gotta be for real about
so you said love
showing love. No, it's an action. You know what I'm saying? You don't just say you love and you don't show it. So y'all follow our channel. We are Meet the Godfreys. This is something new that we're doing. We're opening up to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So y'all come mess with us, man. Like, you know, hey, this is what we give to you. This is what we got for y'all to just come get in our world, see how we think, how we operate. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us.
And the whole thing about it is to make sure that we
were just trying to
stay family and love.
Yeah,
the
most
goal
definitely.
Is to help families,
about.
Bring families closer together, right?
Yeah.
Bring families closer together by being our transparency, because God say by our testimony. This is our testimony, right?
Most definitely.
A lot of these things are things that we have overcame. People can't help you overcome something if they ain't never been through it, right?
Yeah.
Because he said it'll come a time when they won't listen to sound doctrine, right? Where they'll lust after their own itching ears, right? Mm-hmm. However, we believe in the foundation of truth. We believe in the word. So we want to be real. We want to really help the people to be able to be perpetual in your own life. Take what we going through, and you know what I'm saying. Acts 1:80, right? Yeah. Let your testimony speak for itself and get through it, and then be able to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Not to give us the glory, exactly. Not to give us the glory, but to give God the glory all the time.
What question?
So you have to be willing to really love that person and willing to invest in them.
Yeah, most
absolutely. Otherwise, what's the purpose of being in the situation? Absolutely, we agree. If you don't love them, walk away. If you don't love it, you shouldn't even be in it anyway.
Yeah.
Because men will be men. You have to have
The same energy.
The same energy. Well, yeah, but sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you get in a situation, yeah, you got to have some type of mutual ground, because how can two walk together unless they agree? Correct.
They
Absolutely.
have to.
So let's flow with it. Keep going. Silence to act right. Heck yeah, right? I love y'all energy so much. We love you too, boo. Both parties, what's meant to be, both parties are giving they all in the relationship, willing to come to the table and work. Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, Naja!
What up, Naja? What's up, cuz?
Y'all dope. Thank you. We love you.
Appreciate
you dope
y'all.
too, boo.
Appreciate
we love
y'all.
you. We love you.
Hey.
Period, cuz that's so nice. Yes, I love it. I love it. Talk about it. Absolutely, right? So we always wanna
She done got hot.
Y'all, it's hot in here.
You need to take this big old
You making me hot.
You know.
You're turning me on. No.
What is this? What is this, velvet? You gotta take that big hot stuff off.
Let's get back to no, seriously though, y'all.
Hey.
Talking relationships is something that is so important.
They're sacred. They're sacred.
Yeah,
they're
because
sacred.
emotions are
like even like we married. We're married. It's gonna be going on 3 years.
Yeah.
I know you ain't just put that under your shirt.
Why you gotta tell the people my business? They probably ain't even
see watching it. You. They
probably didn't even see
it. This ain't magic. What you think your hand's faster than the eye on camera? They see it. You know, camera gonna catch you. You think you thought that the hand was faster than the eye. That camera caught it. I'm telling you, camera's gonna catch it. You better be careful.
I'm a little hot.
You gotta be careful.
I don't want my deodorant to go from 48 hours to 4 to 8 hours. Okay?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Do y'all believe breaks are healthy?
What's up, Rev? What's up, Rev?
Breaks are healthy.
Breaks. Well, go ahead. You say yours.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I personally, I break. Yeah, you gonna go in the other room and take a break? Like, what you gonna do? I believe that a person having their me time is very important. I do believe that a person having their me time to be with themselves, to make sure that they don't lose themselves, to make sure that you are loving on yourself, self-caring on yourself is very important, right? That is major. That's very important. So whatever way you do that, make sure that we communicate that and talk about that.
Yeah.
But I don't believe that breaks. Me time, not breaks.
Hey, look.
Not me time. Because, baby, let me tell you about the spirit of Jezebel. Baby, don't make me get on this.
We ain't breaking shit. We gonna bend it. We bending. And when I say bend, that just means, like she said, me time. Like,
me time.
It may take, like, I need to get my thoughts in order so I can process and get, you know what I mean? And figure out how I need to maneuver within what we have, because if you value it, and this is not no thing to where y'all just like at each other's throats, y'all, you know, that type of shit. It shouldn't be like that. If y'all like that, y'all shouldn't be. You shouldn't be together if it's like that. First and foremost, if y'all, you know what I mean, I was young and dumb and I learned my lesson. You know what I'm saying? If y'all have to physically do all the extra stuff that y'all shouldn't be doing, if it ain't in between the sheets. Don't be messing. Stop playing with yourself and go on here and find somebody that y'all can be physically that type of way. Not on some, you know what I mean? So I say this to say this.
If you value, you're going to take care of it.
Yeah, basically. Simple as that. Simple as that. I don't feel like a break is really necessary. You really just need to take some time to get your thoughts in order.
Yeah.
Because it's more so.
What is it that's requiring a
break?
break?
And that may require. Hey, look. We like, okay. Some people like y'all live, especially when you live with each other. Y'all together. Y'all live with each other. Mm-hmm. Y'all live with each other. Ain't no breaks. Fuck you mean ain't break?
Oh God.
Excuse my language. What you mean break? Ain't no breaks. We bending. I'm finna bend around this corner real quick. I'm finna bend around the block. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, go bend around the block and come right back.
Go give me some, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm come back and then we finna hash it out. What I'm saying is, I need to take some time, because it may be like when COVID happened, we was in the crib, probably like, y'all probably was with people that y'all don't be around that long, and you with your people, you live with them, but y'all probably had never been that many hours together in that setting. So it's like, all right, look, I need some time to, because I do it with you. We done did it. Like we're about all day, handle our business, and I'm tired. Look, I got to go. I'm finna go
And he tell me,
I'm finna
how you
bend the
tell
block.
me, baby? How
We
you
ain't
tell me?
breaking.
You
I ain't
ain't
making them take a
going-
break. I ain't took a break. I bent the block. You see what I'm saying? So that's one of those
You ain't gonna
things.
break. I'll break your knee across your nose. What you want to break? What you
No,
want to break?
but
You want your leg broke? Your arm broke? What you want to break? Make it clear to me. I want to understand.
It's simple as that. So it's just time for you. Just every individual, every human being, every person, I feel like needs time to themselves.
Absolutely, you gotta have.
I don't
that.
care.
I gotta.
And
I'll give a
it's definitely, and you know we can say it's a balance, but it's more so like make sure you give time to yourself before you can give time to any and everything else that you're gonna, because you know we deal with people on a daily day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? Much as a lot of people, we may be introverted. You know, you may be an introvert, you may be an extrovert. I'm a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? I get on and do this. I'm opening up to this. I don't do this. I should do more. We should do more. You know what I'm saying? But I don't. I love it. It's actually cool. I don't mind. You get a piece of me. You see who I am.
We get to learn.
We get to learn each other. We get to learn. You know what I mean?
We get to grow. Because
I
love people. I love people. I love
and
y'all.
And the people that are on here that converse with me on a day, not a day-to-day basis, but when we converse, we have a conversation. They know this is me. This ain't no facade or we being on here trying to be like, you know what I mean? This is actually who we are. So to be able to bring the world into what we're doing is actually dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I want to give a perspective on that topic as far as the break. And I want you to think about it like this. Okay, this is what the download is giving me now. Mm-hmm. Think about this. When you're building something, just like a relationship, when you build a foundation, you're building the foundation, right? So you land the pieces. You land the pieces wherever they may go, right? If something don't add up, you don't tear the whole building down and be like, man, I messed up. No, you go back to the drawing board and you figure out what went wrong, what went left. Come on, let's get it together. Come on, this got to be in line. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's relook at the blueprint to figure out what's going on. But both parties got to be willing to be able to do that, because if you're not, then there's a different conversation that you have to have. Mm-hmm. However, but you have to do that thing kind of like what I talked about earlier. Get silent. You know what I'm saying? Get silent. Start speaking a different language. You know what I'm saying? Just like y'all know, I'm a Bible babe. Y'all know that, so y'all already know. God got quiet. When God got quiet, you already know. You know what I'm saying? So get quiet. You know what I'm saying? And when you get quiet, then that's a different language, especially if you're not the type to always be quiet. And if that person love you just like how he just talked about, he like, what's up? What's going on? He like, come on.
A little quiet lady. It's gonna be first and foremost. We don't like. I ain't gonna say we don't like silence. We don't like noise. Yeah. But we, in the sense of the noise, we don't like to hear. But we don't like silence.
Yeah.
That's an indication something is not right.
Something not right. Like
something not right. Now with us, we could be silent, but only for so long. Like I say, our actions. We're gonna show our actions.
I passed on. Okay,
he been tuned in.
That's my pastor, y'all. Let me tell y'all something.
Pardon my French.
Yeah, please help him. Pray for him. Pray for these niggas.
I've been speaking French today. I've been speaking wee boo boo. I've been in Paris.
If I was pastor, I believe he'll lay something down like this.
I've been in Paris.
We all sin and come short of the glory of God. Make sure you repent. Y'all, the dopest pastor around y'all, Pastor Derek Jones. He is our cousin, but he also a real one. You know what I'm saying?
He's a real blessing.
He that pastor that give you that pork chops and enough gravy.
He the pastor that give you part of his body.
Period.
For real.
For real. Straight up. No, seriously.
Like, no, for real.
So it's real dope to get that leadership. Amanda, hey girl, hey beautiful. So we wanted to do that.
I'm definitely honored to even say that. You know what I mean? I'm under his leadership for real. Pastor Jones, for real. Like he a real one. You know what I'm saying? That's just like
he need an interpreter. He said you need, and that ain't tongues.
I need an interpreter. For real, yeah.
That ain't tongues.
Hey, look, you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm getting at. You know, cuz.
But man, y'all, emotions in a relationship, they have to. Hey, beautiful sister.
What's up?
So emotions in a relationship, they have to be. They're very important. Right? Very important.
The thing is, you gotta know how to communicate your emotions. How to what's the word I'm looking for? Not communicate, but it is communicate. But how to like we both communicate
How
emotions
to
in a different way. So like I was saying earlier, men mostly
explain how to lay it out, how to
yeah,
lay
yeah,
out your
you know what
emotions
we're
to
trying
be
to
able
say.
how to communicate your emotions.
Yeah, that's exactly what I
How to
said.
communicate your
We
emotions.
do it on a physical.
The men,
We're more physical with it, so our demeanor may change. We may start doing a little something different. It may be a little. We may have a little like I want to say call it like it may be like a little tough love type thing when you finally like your emotions start. You want to show your emotion, but you're not emotional. You're not really like I'm not verbally but I'm not verbally ready to come be all soft with my my other half. You know what I'm saying? It's more so I wear the pants. I gotta be macho. I can't really. I don't know. She should pick it up. Then it's something going on with me. But if she doesn't, how can I? You know what I mean? So
get it across.
How can I get it across effectively? Yes, exactly. Yeah. So we're more physical. I say women are more verbal. You know what I mean? They're more so, hey, this is what's going on with me. I'm dealing with this. I'm crying. I'm nagging. I'm gonna say this. Hey, woo, you better change it.
I don't like the nagging word.
Hey, you see how her voice tone went? I don't. She sounded Haitian right then and there. My eardrum was like, oh, shoot, it's a problem. What's going on? You know what I mean? So like stuff like that. It starts to, you know what I mean? The emotion wears different with each, like male and females. You see what I'm saying? So like, I know we have to learn how to become verbal. We have to learn how to speak upon what we're going through and dealing with. Show our give some emotions with it, but not be so. You know, we ain't soft.
We ain't saying don't lose your manhood.
Some women are so.
Dominant.
Let that guy come and say, man, I be feeling like you take advantage. And
they hit him with it.
And they gonna be like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? You acting like a punk.
That's the inbound.
You know what I'm saying? So like, a lot of that is like, that's not right. You shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? That's not a woman that wants her man to lead. That's a woman that wants to lead. And she shouldn't be with a man that doesn't want to leave. She should.
It has to be an understanding.
Yes, and
it has to be an understanding.
Maybe she needs to be with somebody that I don't know. I don't understand why women want to be so strong and so dominant and everything. And it's not that I don't understand. I understand. I clearly
because
understand.
There are times when we had to be that way.
No, because men are.
However, we have to learn how to do.
If and when you get in that position.
Mm-hmm.
Understand the role that you have to play, in what you should be for that person to be what they need to be.
Correct.
Don't overstep that place in their life. You know what I mean? And make sure that they are who they need to be in order for you to accept that. You know what I'm saying? To say I'm on a
learn your partner.
Yes, that's
learn
it.
Your partner prior to.
Once you see that, hey, this person's a good leader. He's he's actually somebody.
Do your homework.
Yeah.
Outside of the physical.
You make the choice to say, hey, I want to follow that. Hey, that's when you say, hey, I want to lock this relationship down. What we doing? We marrying? How we doing?
How we moving?
What we doing next? You know what I'm saying? Carrot, what is it called? Half on the baby. What we doing? Are we going half on the baby?
No, we ain't doing no half on no baby.
And we going half on the baby.
Family love. Ain't no half on no baby. We going half. We going full on the commitment.
I'm talking.
The covenant.
But no, for real. All in all, for real. That next step, we committing to make a family. We making this happen. Yes,
absolutely.
For sure. And you know what I'm saying.
And if
that's not the next step, if that's not what y'all doing, ain't no sense of
begin with the end in mind.
Yeah.
Begin with the end in mind.
Simple.
Already, every situation you get
in
for those
being with that person for a long time.
Yeah,
and we ain't got long.
And lean not to your own.
We don't have a long time, man. We got what? We promised us 70 years. Man, look, I pray for my family. I'm losing people. It seem like left and right. You know what I'm saying? And it seem like young and younger. You know what I'm saying?
Obedience is key.
But
obedience is key, y'all.
Man, I want my 70 years.
Yeah, lock in with
70 years after this. I'm talking about 70 after this.
Get you a covenant.
I'm on 70 after this.
Yeah,
I'm 30. I'll be 35 next week. I want 70 after that.
Amen. And we speak that
We
over your
both
life.
are, all us.
We speak that over our life. We
For
speak
real,
that
for
over
real.
our life. Seriously, the power of the tongue. We're asking God to do those things, but we also understand that there's blessing and obedience, so we're going to be obedient.
Most
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
Most
Obedient to His will and His way, honoring His covenant. And yes, this is totally off subject, but we're closing up here, guys. But that's
Yeah,
very
it's been-
important. I don't care what's going on. God is always
Gotta
the
get
number
30
one.
seconds.
He's the beginning, the end, the middle. He's in the
He's
details. He's
everything.
everything.
Most
Do you hear me?
definitely. Most definitely.
So understand that. Get that, and understand if God is in it, you winning it. If God is in it, you
creation.
winning it. Period. We were going to start on this live with literally you guys meeting the Godfreys for 2023, the whole Godfrey clan, with we're our part of the Godfrey clan. But we'll do that next Thursday. That is something that we're definitely going to do where you guys get to meet.
Say hello.
Our family. Say
Say
hello.
Hey. Yeah, go on live. Look, say hey.
She being a bug, y'all. She real bossy, y'all.
Hey.
But thank
Look,
y'all for tuning in.
They want to see you. They want to see you.
We'll talk to her later when
Wait.
she's not a Krabby Patty.
You gonna say hello?
She being a Krabby Patty. You gonna say hello?
Look at the live. They watch you. They say hey.
You gonna say hello?
Say hey.
Okay, baby. No. Focus.
Just
so yeah. How'd she get there?
You.
Nah. Look at that. So y'all already know we finna discuss some emotions when we get out this live. Cause she got some emotions and
Say
how
hey.
she got them came from
I'm gonna
her.
do something to your forehead. You don't say hey.
But no, guys. We thank you guys for tuning in with us.
Appreciate y'all,
It was
man.
a
Like,
very, very dope
comment,
topic.
subscribe, share.
Please join us on Meet the Godfreys on YouTube.
Come kick it with us, man. Every
Please,
Thursday.
Every Thursday. Well,
The times have been changing. We gonna look. Our schedule has been a little.
We're going from overlook to overbook.
Yeah.
So he doing something. God is doing some things. Remember, we told y'all when God is in it, is when you winning. When God is in it, you winning.
So
we're gonna tweak some things a little bit. Bear with
But we
us
gonna
as
keep
we start,
y'all
because we're gonna always keep it real with y'all.
updated on everything.
And yeah, we're gonna keep it
y'all
real
in
with y'all.
tune.
We're gonna keep you updated, and we're gonna keep you in tune. The times will change every second and fourth. Every second and fourth Thursdays, the time will change. However, we will be before you with whatever it is
Whatever topic
that's
that
coming.
we
And we
come up
coming
with.
in hot, right?
Yeah.
Because in Revelation, he say, you lukewarm. He's spitting out anything lukewarm. We coming in hot, man. And we doing this. Remember, the purpose of the reason why we do this is faith, family, and love.
Yeah.
What the goal is to help bring families closer, fill in the gaps with love.
Most definitely.
That's why we do this. That's the whole reason that Meet the Godfreys was even birthed. It's a God-given ministry. We thank God for it.
Yeah.
And we love y'all for tuning in with us. And Meet the Godfreys on YouTube, Meet the Godfreys on Facebook, and also there'll be a Meet the Godfreys coming up real soon on some other airways.
We're gonna be on all social media
everything,
platforms.
right? God, hey, what he say?
MTG, Meet the Godfreys. You
Eyes
know what I'm
have
saying?
not seen, ears have not heard, nor has it entered into the mind of man.
I would have did MDG to make it me like DA, but like I'm
Cause he cut
I'm
the
a
general.
but I'm gonna keep it a little, I'm gonna keep it a little,
And we celebrate his birthday next week, y'all. We
Yes.
celebrating the King Godfrey. His birthday coming up 1/14. So we love him. We love y'all. And it's just
Appreciate
love here.
y'all,
That's
man.
all we got is love. So we banding up anything that ain't love, and we're asking God to loose love, period, right? We banding up all those things. We ain't worried about a witch, a warlock, or none of the enemy, because God tell us in Luke 10 and 10 and 19, he give us the power to trample the heads of the serpent. We ain't playing with nobody. No, we ain't playing with no
shout out Lady
demonic
T.
demons. Yes, Lady T, what's up?
Hey, y'all
She
tune in.
building-
Look, y'all tune in. I don't want me to cut you
Okay.
off, baby, but
Okay.
at the spot, we be at the spot, man. That's the new place to be for real.